I have been in this hobby for the last 14-15 years, and from my experience, I can say that hybrids have been the dominant force in the last 1 or 2 decades. Hybrids and tribrids, as of now, have the variety and the capability to deliver excellent quality across the spectrum. And in this video, we are looking into the ISN H60. This is one of those IEMs I fought for, or say fought with someone else for this IEM, and he was saying that this is the best IEM under $500. But yes, there are IEMs that I like more than the ISN H60, but and a big but, because it really comes down to preferences. Okay, what do you want? If you want a well tuned, balanced, neutralish IM, then ISN X60 might be the best IM you are looking for. But if you want a reference quality signature, then ISN H60 is not the best. Okay, it's a fantastic all-rounder, one of the best all-rounder around this price range. It has the bass, it has the mid-range clarity, it has the quality, it has the cohesion too, and treble extension is fantastic. There are no issues with this IM at all. But before moving on to the sound quality, let's have a look at the build quality. Okay, you guys can see it has 2 DD and 4 BA drivers. You guys can see all the drivers thanks to the transparent design. I really like this kind of transparent design. I'm not very intrigued by these back plates. I'm never intrigued by these back plates until unless they are wooden, or they are something like Dunu SS6. I'm not always intrigued by the back plates, but these semi-transparent shells are always beautiful to me. They look fantastic to me. In any case, that's a very good looking IM in my opinion. The mileage is bound to vary, but I like to look into the internals of the IMs, and it looks very good, and it's not huge either. ISN Neo 5 was of the same size, while that one had fewer drivers. This one is a very good looking kind of semi-custom like designed IM with very good fit and very good build quality. We get kind of a filled in type shell, and it looks nice. We get a tri-bore design too. You guys can see triple bore design, and the bore in its own might be around 5.5 to 6 mm, so it's not a thin bore at all. Yep, it is around 6 mm, so it's not a small bore either. And it is fairly long to have very good stability inside the ear. No issues with fit or anything like that. And if we look into the cable, this is a very good cable. I like this cable. It is their C4 cable, if I'm not wrong, SC4 or C4. This is the C4 cable, and no cable guides. If you do not like cable guides, these IMs will be fantastic for you. And 4.4 mm, 4 core, good quality 4 core copper cable. It's a very good sounding cable, to be precise, and complements the IM when it comes to sonics. So let's move on to the sound quality. If we talk about signature, as I said, this is a bit more neutralish, a bit more balanced sounding IM with fantastic bass. Okay, why fantastic bass? Most of the time, what happens with bass is that they are either boomy or they are lacking. This does not do any of that. It can be booming and it can be very tight depending upon the track. So that is a very good thing. You guys can see it has two dynamic drivers, two 8 mm DDs, and they kind of balance each other. Okay, they pull each other out of the muddle, and they do not let their weaknesses show. When needed, they can be very, very, I'll say, involving. And when there is no slower decay, they can be very tight. We get very good sub bass extension, depth, and body. It has fantastic rumble too. The area of impact is not huge, but the mid bass is very airy. It has very good amount of air, and the textures are fantastic. Layered delivery is very good, no issues there at all. We get very good dynamic abilities too. Very good, not the best dynamic abilities, because if you want best dynamic abilities, you might have to spend around 1,000 or maybe $1,500 for best dynamic abilities in an IEM. So for just $350, we get very, very capable dynamic abilities. There are no issues with clean upper bass notes. It can deliver very good, very clarity oriented upper bass notes without any residual, I'll say, lingering bit of softer endings. So it is very capable when it comes to bass. It is not huge, but it is not lacking either. It's not like it is lean or something. It is meaty, punchy when needed, and tight when it is not needed. So the bass is high quality. If we move on to the mid range, I tried a variety of tracks and I found it to be slightly V shaped with some, and not V shaped, a bit more mid forward in some. So I'll label it neutral and balanced. It can be versatile, it can deliver depending upon the track, which is a very good thing. We get very good resolution and very, very good finishing definition. That is something I hadn't seen with ISN or Penon IEMs in a while. Penon serial was not great with finishing definition, but the uh, ISN H60 is fantastic. Neo 5 was not good with finishing definition either, but the H60 is fantastic with finishing definition. It has that extra bit of clarity in the upper range. Okay, at the finishing end, it has that extra bit of transparency, extra bit of clarity without being sharp or thin or anything like that. We get very good timbre, very good tonality too. Timber, timber, and tonality too. We get a bit of cohesion with the notes. It is not very warm or thick, but yes, they are a bit on the warmer and slightly thicker, more analogish side. Both male and female vocals sound fantastic. I will not go on to say that they sound very accurate, especially the female vocals. They are not very accurate with the sharpness or the note height, but male vocals are very, very throaty and grunty. They sound fantastic with the ISN H60. If we move on to the contrast and that kind of bit, it has very good contrast of back and foreground instruments. I like this kind of technical abilities. It shows that Penon has put in a lot of effort in tuning this IM, and it sounds very, very good. A high quality IM that can nearly deliver on every front. If we move on to the treble, it is one of the best treble I have heard without any aggression or leanness. It is slightly on the warmer side, but that is done to cut out the sharpness. I believe it still has very good agility, very good clarity, fantastic air between instruments. It is not fighting for air at all, so that is a great thing, and it sounds clean, clear, not very crisp, still crispy, and very detailed. We get fantastic imaging, very good layering and separation, and the stage is big too. It is well expanded. We get a more 3D like stage that kind of produces a very, very, I will say, well developed image. Okay, its imaging abilities are high quality too. So ISN H60 is one of those rare IEMs under $500 that can deliver nearly everything You guys can see this kind of look like a bit like transformers, but I really like this kind of design. I love transformers too. So ISN H60 is one of those IEMs that can deliver nearly everything: excellent clarity, excellent definition, excellent end-to-end extension too, without being sharp, thin, or overly smooth. Okay, if you want a base IEM, you need to consider the ISN Neo 5. But if you want slightly less base and a lot more clarity and resolution, you should definitely consider the ISN H60. It's a high quality IEM at a fantastic price. So this is my standalone review of the ISN H60. This is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Enjoy.